I'm glad that not every single black person on this earth, on this planet, hates each other, but unfortunately, we are a people that will show a lot more hatred, vitriol, and anger towards one another than love. But it's easy for us to show love to people who are not like us, especially the white society. That has a lot to do with conditioning from slave times. That has a lot to do with being comfortable living amongst these people for all the time that we have. Our mindset has become very docile. We don't have a lot of fight in us, even though there are fighters in our group. Thank God there are. But we've become content living amongst these people, and we picked up a lot of habits from them, and we also become very attracted to them because they live right amongst us. The thing is, black people have this horrible tendency, and I'm not doing this to shame my people. I'm doing this to tell my people what they're doing wrong and need to do better. I don't make these videos to shame my people. I make these videos because this is a habit that we really need to break, a chain that needs to be broken and destroyed forever, so that we can free ourselves from the mental shackles that are still on many of us. Now, of course, there's going to be pushback because people don't like stuff like this. When I talk about stuff like this, they don't like anybody talking about stuff like this in the black community. If another black person is talking about something like this, the pushback is real. The pushback is fierce. And they will give you all the hell in the world because they want to fight against you for telling them what they need to actually do. It's not racist, black people, for you to be a black man and love a black woman. It's not racist, black people, for you to be a black woman and love your black man. Okay? It's not. Black women and black men being attracted to each other, black men and black women loving each other is a natural thing. It's beautiful. Because you know what comes from the natural attraction of a black man and a black woman after they make love, they get into a relationship, they make love and, get married? They make a black child. A beautiful black child is born into this world. You mold that child into what you want that child to be. You guide that child on their path, or children on the path of greatness. That is your job as a parent. That is your job as the mother and father. But what I noticed in this day and age more than ever is this continued push for black females to be with white men. And any black woman that comes on this channel, or any black woman that denies this fact, is a complete and utter fool. You don't have to continue to tell me about black men with white women, because it started with us on television with them, and it splashed out here into reality. But don't fool yourself. There were black women out there that were very happy in 1967 when that bill was passed to marry outside their race as well, because they had been sneaking around with white boys, same as black men were doing with white women. And of course, before then, we know this was happening before it was legal here in the United States. But that's beside the point. There's never been a bigger push than there is now for this interracial agenda. We know why. Because they're dying out. They know that black women can give birth to any type of child, regardless of color, okay? Black women are like gods. They give birth to the people of our communities, as I've stated numerous times. They know what kind of seeds these black women have. So they always depict the black man as the criminal. They depict the black man as the pushover now. He's no longer the strong black man. And sometimes art, unfortunately, imitates life, because a lot of these black men out here now are just useless. They're pathetic and they don't have any fight in them. There are, however, many brothers that I have seen on YouTube, many brothers that I know in my life since I was a child that are now my age or a little bit older than me, that still have the fight for their community, the fight for their families, they'll fight for their women, they'll fight for all black people because they love their black selves. But the depiction that you get is a depiction of a weak black man, either gay or he's just a comedy relief. He's nothing but a punk, and he gets pushed over, and and his wife or his girlfriend will leave him for a white man. That is what they love to see. That is what they will write, because that is their fantasy. They love that they can get a black woman. They love that. And unfortunately, we have a lot of weak-minded women who have been in relationships with horrible black men who have treated them like shit instead of being in relationships with good black men, okay? They've been in these horrible relationships that have scarred them, and they don't believe that any black man on earth is ever worthy to be with them again. So even though they say they don't really have a choice, they have a choice. They choose to date these white men and be with these white men. And when they make the ultimate decision to lay down and have children with these white men, I don't give a shit about them anymore. You have allowed the devil to put his seed inside of you and grow. I don't care anymore. There's many black men and black women out here who have been in relationships with people outside of the community who are in the dominant society, you know what I mean? And they have lost their lives. I don't care. I have no remorse. I have no sympathy for those people. I only care about their families. I feel sorry for their families, that their family was so goddamn stupid to allow them to date outside in the first place. Granted, there are some family members and many families out there that don't like this shit because they believe in the structure of the black family, which is a very important thing in black society, which we should not be pushing back against, but pushing forward to. You got this movie called Little that came out, which I said was going to be shit, and it is shit. You got Issa shitty ass Rae in the movie, okay? Who's known to be a goddamn swirler. Had a swirling show on YouTube called Awkward Black Girl, where she was in a love triangle with a black man and a white man, and ultimately decided to choose the white man. Then go figure. Wow, I'm not surprised. When I see a show created by a black woman and she chooses the white man as her love interest and leaves the black man in the dust, that says a lot about you. Same thing if a black man had a show and he decided to choose a white woman over a black woman. That says a lot about him. Don't care if it's a show or not. That's bullshit. It's getting to the point now where they're trying to make our children believe that these mixed couples are the way to go, that these mixed couples are very normal, that these mixed couples are what is going to be the future. And if we continue to allow this to happen and allow our children to be so docile and to believe that they should be dating outside instead of being with people that look like them, there ain't going to be no more black people left. White people pushing back on this shit too. They don't, the funny thing to me is they pretend that they are accepting of interracial relationships. They're not accepting of interracial relationships at all, man. Only reason they're even fucking pushing this is because they're dying out. And many of them don't even want that as a fucking as an alternative. I don't understand why black people have this huge fucking problem understanding that interracial dating does not do a goddamn thing for them, but it does everything for the dominant society. You're getting sex out the deal, but they're getting more out of it. You're telling them that they are superior to you, as I've mentioned many times. I'm using this point again, and they are looking at you like you are inferior to them because you are worshiping the words that they give you in bed. You are worshiping them as if they're God. You're acting like you have been chosen by the Lord Jesus Christ, Holy Ghost himself, when you get with a white person. You can't wait to flash. One thing I noticed, and these black men on YouTube, I don't agree with everything that they say, but I've seen some of the things these black guys say about these black women who choose white men. You will literally, and I've seen black men do it too. So some black men are guilty of this as well. I'm not gonna, let them off the hook. But these black women that get into relationships with these white men, they look so damn happy. They look so damn giddy. They can't wait to show their man off. They're so happy that they got a white boy. They are so fucking happy. So happy. You get a picture with a black man. You're in a relationship with a black man. You don't want to take no pictures with him. You won't take half as many pictures as you took with that white boy. Not at all. So you got this movie called Little. Let me get back on point real quick. You got this movie called Little. Okay. You got Regina King in it. And then she turns into this 13-year-old black girl. The 13-year-old black girl, that's her younger self, has a crush on this white boy teacher. Okay. And I haven't seen the movie, but I'm pretty sure she will grow up at the end after because I know she was supposed to be like a mean-spirited person. So I guess the whole moral of the story, she's going to become a good person by being a child again and getting bullied, because I understand she gets bullied in school or whatever. So I'm pretty sure she's going to grow up again, be a grown-ass woman, and she's probably going to find that fucking teacher and ask him out on a date. Once again, the agenda of the white male is already in there as well, as being the only love interest for the black woman, which is absolutely asinine at this point. And then you got a movie coming out on May 17th with the girl from Blackish, which I've decided to cancel, even though I know she's biracial. I thought she was a cutie pie. But even though she's cute, I don't care. She's going to be in this movie with this Asian dude where she's in a romantic relationship with him. And this movie is based on a book written by a black woman who is in a marriage with an Asian man. Go figure. I hope the movie fucking bombs. I really do. Most of the time, these interracial movies always do bomb because nobody really fucking supports it that much. We're supposed to live in a society where we support this shit, but not many people support this shit at all. It just fucking is laughable at this point. Last but not least, there's a Sonic the Hedgehog movie coming out, which is to the dismay of me and everybody else who's seen it, the trailer at least, because it looks nothing like Sonic the Hedgehog. But the point of this Sonic the Hedgehog thing that I'm trying to make in this video is that there is a white cop who's married to a black woman. Tika Sumpter is the wife of the white cop in this fucking movie. Are you really surprised that Tika Sumpter is the black wife of any white man when she literally had a baby with a white man? You know? I don't understand this. To me, I would feel more better in a society that's supposed to be so-called diverse if it wasn't just showing black men with white women and now exclusively all the fucking time showing black women with white men. If we're really going to be diverse, and I mentioned this before, other people have mentioned it before, where are the Asians with the white women? Where are the Hispanics with the Native Americans? Okay? Why don't we mix it up? But they always continue to show black people with white people. They don't fucking deviate from that shit at all. I've never seen this like this when I was a kid. Never. There have been certain movies like that, like Zebrahead, Mississippi Masala, that you would see, but you wouldn't see it on a level like this with all this mixing shit going on. It is fucking ridiculous. They're really trying to push this narrative that this shit is normal. They want our kids to believe it's normal, even though they treat us like shit. They treat us like we're less than. They want us to believe that they are the best option for us. I will never believe, even if I was a fucking teenager, I will never believe these people are the best option for me. The way I see them treat my people, the way they continuously, call the cops on us for doing nothing to them, the way they continuously call us the N-word, they can't wait to shoot their guns if they're a police officer at us. But I'm supposed to believe these people are the best choice for us. I'm supposed to get in a relationship and be even closer to these people where I can get myself in even more trouble because I'm around them 24/7. I'm glad Michelle Williams got the fuck out of there and didn't marry that white boy. And I hope that she gets her life together, as I said in that video about her before when she broke up with that guy. I hope a black guy comes along that is actually really good for her and believes in religion, just like she does, and they have a happy life together. I don't like this swirling shit. I never have. Swirling has always been fucking abnormal to me, and it's not because I hate it. I don't hate anybody. It is not normal to me because I don't have anybody in my family that has done that. I grew up around black couples. I grew up around white couples from my friends, Hispanic couples from my friends. Mixed couples are strange to me. This agenda is even stranger and even more blatant than ever. And when a black person denies this and pushes back against me or anybody else that calls this shit out, you are telling me that you love this type of shit, that you probably practice this. You probably practice this. I mean, you have to if you have no problem with this thing. The only people that have no problem with interracial dating are people who are already doing it or have a want or a need to do it. I don't believe in it. I never will. That's just the bottom line. All these fucking television shows popping out of nowhere. The woman has to be a black woman married to a white man, or you put them in a love triangle. The white man comes out the winner. No, in real life, that doesn't happen. Because first of all, there wouldn't be no triangle if I'm with a black woman. If that black woman don't want to be with me, she can get the fuck out. She can get the stepping, like they used to say back in the day when I was younger. It wouldn't happen. And second of all, I know I'm a better man than the white man because even if I don't have his money, I got love in my heart for my black woman. I will protect her. These white boys don't protect their black woman at all. I don't want to hear about Gary, whatever the fuck his name is, with his black wife that called out the airport that treated her. That ain't defending shit to me. Are you ready to die for her? Are you ready to take an ass whooping for her if you have to? Are you ready to give your life? A lot of these motherfuckers won't do that shit. I would for mine. For any black woman. This interracial agenda is nothing but a fucking tactic to try to destroy us. And it is actually succeeding in some people. Because some people just think it's great to do. It will never be normal to me. I will never accept it. And many people won't accept it. White or black or anyone else. If interracial dating was such an acceptable thing, there wouldn't be anybody going against it. But there are many more people that go against it than accept it. And that's just the hard truth.